Have you ever wondered how a football team can rise to the pinnacle of success and then plummet into obscurity? Today, we're diving into one of the most dramatic falls in football history. Imagine a team that once clinched the La Liga title, rubbed shoulders with Europe's elite, and commanded the respect of the footballing world. Now picture the same team battling for survival in the lower leagues, far from the glory days they once knew. How did this happen? What series of events led to such a dramatic downfall? Stick around because we're about to uncover the shocking truth behind the rise and fall of Deportivo la Coruna. From dazzling victories and iconic players to catastrophic financial decisions and managerial chaos, we'll explore it all. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what went wrong, but also gain insights into the critical mistakes that any football club must avoid to stay on top. Stay tuned! Now let's dive into the golden era and achievements of Deportivo la Coruna, a period that truly defines the club's illustrious history. Deportivo la Coruna, often called Super Depor, reached its peak in the late 1990s and early 2000s. The pinnacle of this era came in the 1999-2000 season when Deportivo clinched their first ever La Liga title. This was a monumental achievement for a club that had spent much of its history outside the top flight of Spanish football. The team, managed by Javier Irureta, was a blend of experienced international players and talented newcomers. Key players included the prolific Dutch striker Roy McKay, who was instrumental in their success, and the creative playmaker Juan Carlos Valerón, who joined the club in 2000 and became a cornerstone of their midfield for years to come. This squad was known for its attacking flair and defensive solidity, which saw them compete with Spain's best. Deportivo's success wasn't limited to domestic competitions. Their La Liga triumph earned them a spot in the UEFA Champions League, where they made a significant impact. One of their most memorable campaigns was in the 2003-2004 season when they reached the semi-finals, eliminating giants like Juventus and AC Milan along the way. This period also saw them lift the Copa del Rey in 2002, defeating Real Madrid in the final, held at the Santiago Bernabeu on the day of Madrid's 100th anniversary, an iconic moment for the club. During these golden years, Deportivo La Coruna consistently finished in the top 3 of La Liga, cementing their place as one of Spain's top teams. Their remarkable achievements were underpinned by smart management and significant investment in top players, which paid off handsomely on the pitch. This era of success for Deportivo La Coruna remains a source of immense pride for their fans and a testament to what the club can achieve with the right blend of talent, strategy, and determination. The decline of Deportivo La Coruna is a classic tale of financial mismanagement and poor strategic decisions. Once a powerhouse in Spanish football, Deportivo's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of financial imprudence. In the early 2000s, Deportivo was riding high. They won their first La Liga title in the 1999-2000 season and consistently performed well in European competitions. However, their success came at a cost. The club heavily invested in high-profile players, hoping to maintain their competitive edge. Unfortunately, this strategy backfired as they failed to balance their books. One of the significant turning points was the departure of key players like Rivaldo. The club struggled to replace these stars effectively, leading to a decline in performance on the pitch. Without the financial means to attract top talent, Deportivo started to rely on less experienced players and short-term loan deals. This strategy further destabilized the team, contributing to inconsistent performances and eventually relegation. The financial strain became increasingly evident as the club accumulated debt. By the late 2000s, Deportivo was facing severe financial challenges. Mismanagement under the leadership of former president Augusto César Lendoiro exacerbated the situation. His tenure saw a lack of long-term financial planning, leading to mounting debts and the eventual threat of liquidation. Relegation in 2011 marked a low point for the club. Although they managed to bounce back to La Liga briefly, their financial woes persisted. The inability to invest in quality players and the constant struggle to stay afloat in Spain's top tiers took a toll on the club's reputation and performance. Deportivo's current situation is a far cry from their glory days. Competing in the lower leagues, the club is now focused on rebuilding and finding stability. Despite the challenges, there are signs of hope. The passionate fan base remains dedicated, and there are efforts to manage finances more prudently and restore the club to its former glory. This story of Deportivo la Coruna is a cautionary tale about the importance of financial management in football. It highlights how quickly fortunes can change when clubs prioritize short-term success over long-term stability. Deportivo la Coruña's decline wasn't just due to financial mismanagement. Another critical factor was coaching instability and poor transfer decisions. The club frequently changed managers, creating a lack of continuity and stability. Each new manager brought different tactics and styles, which made it hard for the team to develop a cohesive playing strategy. For instance, after the successful years under Javier Irureta, the club struggled to find a suitable replacement. Managers came and went, each failing to replicate Irureta's success. This constant change at the helm disrupted the team's rhythm and made it challenging to maintain consistent performances. Additionally, poor transfer decisions exacerbated the situation. The club invested in players who didn't fit well into the squad or failed to live up to expectations. There were several high-profile signings that didn't pan out, draining the club's resources without yielding the desired results on the pitch. The tension between coaches and the board further destabilized the club. Disagreements on player signings and strategic direction created a toxic environment, which reflected in the team's performances. This lack of alignment between the management and coaching staff led to inconsistent results and contributed significantly to Deportivo's decline. Now let's delve into the recent struggles and relegations that have plagued Deportivo la Coruna. After their golden era, the club faced numerous challenges that led to multiple relegations. This once mighty club, which competed at the highest levels of Spanish and European football, now find itself struggling in the lower tiers. One of the significant turning points was their relegation from La Liga at the end of the 2010-2011 season. This was a massive blow for the club and its fans, as Deportivo had been a staple in Spain's top division for 2 decades. They did manage to bounce back briefly, but faced another relegation in 2013, highlighting ongoing issues within the club. The financial mismanagement we talked about earlier continued to haunt them, making it difficult to maintain a competitive squad. As a result, Deportivo slipped further, even finding themselves in the 3rd tier of Spanish football. Imagine a team that once reached the Champions League semifinals, now competing in the lower leagues. It's quite a fall from grace. Despite these struggles, the club still boasts a loyal fan base. Over 20,000 season ticket holders support the team, even in these challenging times. This passion and dedication from the fans are a beacon of hope for Deportivo, indicating that with proper management and strategy, a revival could be on the horizon. The current struggles also underscore the club's The rapid changes in football economics and competition levels have left Deportivo trailing behind. Their story is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the world of sports. As we look to the future, the hope remains that Deportivo La Coruna can learn from their past mistakes, stabilize their finances, and climb back up the ranks of Spanish football. The journey will be challenging, but with the right moves, this historic club can aim to return to its former glory. Deportivo La Coruna isn't just a football club. It's a significant part of the cultural fabric of A Coruña. The team has a deeply loyal fan base, often referred to as Los Blanquiazules, who have supported the club through thick and thin. Even during challenging times, the fans have remained passionate and dedicated, filling the Riazor Stadium with their unwavering support. The club's success during the Super Depor era brought immense pride to the city, fostering a strong sense of community and local identity. Football matches became more than just games. They were communal events that united people from all walks of life. The victories and struggles of Deportivo La Coruna resonated deeply with the fans, creating lifelong memories and legacy that transcends the sport itself. A Coruña, known for its rich maritime heritage and vibrant culture, has always had a strong connection to Deportivo. The club's influence extends beyond the pitch, impacting local traditions, celebrations, and even the city's economy. The fans' passion for the team is a testament to the club's significant role in the city's cultural landscape. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the cultural impact of Deportivo la Coruna, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the world of football. And don't forget to check out our other amazing videos.